Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of Comics, and so let's get the ball rolling with Richard with some awesome DC news.
Thank you so much, Carter friend, and welcome back, dude! Anyways, oh my god, dudes and dudettes, I have some DC news for you this week. The news I have is so big, most of it's for Comics Comments. So anyways, for DC Comics news this week, for the third month in a row, DC Comics has come out on top in sales. Yeah! So DC Comics, let's see if we can do it one more month before the end of the year. Let's do it! To it! I think I just quoted the Goofy movie without even knowing it. But anyways, congratulations DC Comics, 2 thumbs up for you. In other news, this past Saturday was the VGAs, or the Video Game Awards, and Batman Arkham City was one of the big contenders. The game took home 4 awards, including Best Xbox 360 Game, Best Adapted Game, Best Action Adventure Game, and the Character of the Year award went to the Joker. So congratulations to Rocksteady, Warner Brothers, and again to DC Comics. You guys delivered one hell of a video game. But the funny part about this whole story is, not a lot of people are talking about Arkham City winning all these awards. What people are actually talking about is the Joker's Character of the Year award acceptance speech. Basically, in this little animation done by, you know, Rocksteady, I'm sure, the Joker accepted his award and hinted at the third Batman game being called Arkham World. Personally, I'm going to take this with a grain of salt, but it's definitely something to ponder and definitely something to be kind of, sort of, maybe excited about. So in the comment section below, do you think Arkham World is real or not real? I want to know. Tell me. Anyways, that's about it for the DC Comics side of things. Back to you, Carter friend.
Well, thank you, Richard. On the Marvel side of things, a brand new big event series has been revealed. Marvel has been claiming over and over again that 2012 is going to be a very, very big year for them. And the first big event series that they've revealed doesn't really seem to follow that. It just seems kind of fun. It's Avengers vs. X-Men. All we know is that it's going to be a big event that runs through a bunch of series and it's going to have a bunch of different writers on it. So what do you think? Who do you think would win? I am personally hoping for the Avengers, but I think they're kind of the obvious choice, and so I don't think they will win necessarily. I think the X-Men could take them, and a lot of people like the X-Men more than the Avengers. But either way, I'm excited for it. Alright, so besides that, there is some Marvel movie news I got for you. Ghost Rider is a movie that not a single person I've ever met in my entire life enjoyed. I certainly did not enjoy it, and no one really wanted a sequel, but as you know, we're getting one. Still Nicolas Cage, and they're claiming it's like a reboot, even though it's the same actor, and it takes place after the first one, and all the events of the first one still count. I don't get it either. The movie has now officially been screened at Harry Knowles' annual movie screening event where some fans get to go into, and there hasn't been a single person who's liked this movie. While some people had hoped that this would be a lot better, it turns out it's not going to be, because it sounds like it's pretty awful. So that's too bad, I guess. Ghost Rider's just not even my favorite character in the first place, but I guess it's kind of disappointing, because, you know, you always want a comic book movie to be good, but there's just zero surprise, to me at least, when it comes to this movie getting negative buzz.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the greatest segment ever, Comics Comments! So for Comics Comments this week, it is all Dark Knight Rises stuff. Literally, this will be the longest Comics Comments we've done ever. At least the most packed, if you will. So as you know, The Dark Knight Rises is about to air its 6-minute prologue and its regular trailer this coming Friday, but this past weekend has made us fans even more excited to see this. The first thing that made us incredibly excited, press and websites have already seen The Dark Knight Rises 6-minute prologue, and the feedback has been insanely awesome. The feedback is so good that many people have already said, based on the first 6 minutes of the film, that Dark Knight Rises could easily be better than The Dark Knight, and that's saying a lot. I feel like I'm being incredibly intense by getting close to the camera and pointing at you with all my fingers. It's that intense! But not only that, but viral marketing for The Dark Knight Rises has started up this past week. The first bit of viral marketing started off with this crime file on this guy named Dr. Pavel, who's going to be in the movie, and then it ended with this website called Operation Early Bird. And on this website was a map pinpointing different locations of different IMAX theaters where people can buy tickets to early screenings of the 6-minute prologue. Now, as I'm speaking right now, I'm pretty sure all the theaters are booked, but just in case, I'll still put a link down below so you can check and see for yourself. And then to top it all off, a brand new poster was released for The Dark Knight Rises. You might not be able to see, but my desktop is actually the poster. I'll still put a link down below to that too. So long story short, in the comments section below, how excited are you for The Dark Knight Rises as of now? Now, before I switch it back to Carter, Carter, a couple things I want to mention. First off, in case you haven't done it yet, please watch last week's episode of Comics, link down below. Also check out our good friends, the Director's Cut Radio Show on Facebook. Like them, link down below. And finally, if you want to be a part of the Christmas special / comics award show that'll be on Christmas Day, send in a minute-long footage saying what your favorite book of 2011 was. Send it to channel23hahaha@gmail.com by the 19th. Anyways, that's about it for me. I got some Christmas cards I gotta send out to some friends, like Carter. I'll see you guys later. Back to you, Carter!
Tell us in the comments what you think about the Dark Knight Rises prologue that Richard was telling you about, and we will see you next week for the brand new Christmas special, which you can be a part of if you want to. Wait, Christmas is in 2 weeks, never mind. 2 weeks from now, which you can be a part of. You can go down in comics history. Years from now in the textbooks and looking at comics and the impact it had on the world, it'll say featuring you. Send us your videos. Bye.